What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, covering this Easy to Block Captain thing, because we need to get some people who have wisdom and intelligence to really break this thing down the way it need to be break down, in a way that you could understand it, in a way that they could get the message also, to actually bring some clarity to the situation that's going on with Easy to Block Captain and URL, because it seems like it's heating up as a result of URL pettiness and Beasley malicious assault and attack on Easy to Block Captain. I told y'all this before. This is personal, okay? This is personal. We know the alleged rumors that was going on with Beasley allegedly supposed to have been having sex with his girlfriend. And look at what's going on. I told y'all this personal. So let's talk about something. Watch this. I want to cover some things. So we have Easy to Block Captain go to Queen's Flip to do an interview. We know Queen Flip relationship with the URL. So let's just listen to some things on, just a little clip. And let me just listen to something. I want to do a breakdown on something. Let's listen to this. Pay attention.
Because I told him I could do it. Because I told her I could do it.
Oh, you told her you could do it. And then what happened? What was the first call you got about that battle?
I didn't get no call, period. I got like a cease and desist in my email.
So according to Easy to Block Captain, URL and them didn't give him a call when they found out about him in the Hitman battle. They immediately sent him a cease and desist in his email to shut it down immediately. Let's listen.
Okay, from URL.
Uh-huh.
And saying that you should not battle there. And then how did you end up moving forward with it?
I just hired a lawyer.
So just and that's not funny to you?
Did you hear that? So he said, so what did you do moving forward when you received a cease and desist? Easy response, I got a lawyer involved. Queen Flip say, that ain't funny to you? How? If URL hitting him with a cease and desist to stop his financial money transaction when he under a contract with no guarantees, no monies, but I'm just on hold whenever you feel like it. So I got to sit around in a lobby, in a URL lobby, take a number, and when it's time for my call, then that's when I can get something. Or I can beg for an advance ahead of time that I'm owed, that they just going to put towards my next battle. If I'm in need of something, you can get an advance. So I'm not giving you nothing. I'm just giving you an advance towards your next battle if it gets so bad that you need something. Flip asking him, you don't think that's funny? How was that funny? Me getting a lawyer involved to handle it like a black man. See, it's different between niggas and black man. He handling it in the black man way and not a nigga way. A nigga way gonna just immediately be like, nigga, who you talking to? I ain't doing the thing, okay? Who you talking to? Y'all, he doing things the legal way. I got a lawyer involved. Look, y'all talk to them. I ain't even got to talk to them. Here's the contract. Here we're going. You talk to them. So how is that funny? Crazy thing about it is, we know these brothers getting played. We know these brothers been getting played. So it just seemed like on some real stuff, Flip, when you make that statement, it sounds as though we know your relationship with Smack them. I get that. But you have to be careful when you're getting inside business like this. That's, you may not be mindful of all the things. Like, you ain't taking into consideration that Beasley was having sex with that man, woman, allegedly. You're not taking that into consideration. And that was literally told. In that battle, when he was battling T-Rex, this for Flip, in case he forgot, Rex exposed Beasley was knocking down his woman. Rex even said he's a witness to it and put it on everything that it was real and true. Before that battle took place that night, Beasley was front and center on stage. Beasley knew what Rex was going to expose that night, and when that battle came on, he left the stage. That's why in the battle, while Rex bombing on Easy, he said, "Am I lying, Beasley?" Rex didn't even know that Beasley had slipped out of the way and left. He thought he was still on stage. Didn't even know he had left. He was looking for him. He said, "Am I lying, Beasley?" After he exposed to Easy that Beasley was knocking down his girl. Beasley was nowhere to be seen because he was aware of what was going to happen that night. This is why I kept telling y'all, if y'all actually go back and watch that battle, Rex beat that boy in every way. He out-rapped him, out-barred him. He had the biggest highlights throughout the night. Man, I know y'all don't like him. I know y'all favor Easy over him, but facts is facts. And that was a devastating night for him because he found out something that I'm pretty sure he didn't know. It was bad enough he was already living with the twerk situation in her. Then he find out the boss. Come on, man. Now look how this all turned out. Of course he's supposed to feel some type of way. That's shifty, especially if I'm around you and I don't know nothing about this. Y'all knew about this. I ain't know nothing about this. You sitting up here laughing, smiling in my face, acting like it's all good. And that's not including the time I probably left y'all alone thinking that it was cool and don't even... Come on, man. No. No, 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 no. No. Come on, man. Get out of here with that trash. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. How would you feel? How would you be handling this? You find this out, and this man your boss. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. He going about it the right way. He got lawyers involved. He handled it like a black man. He getting lawyers involved. He going to let them handle the stuff. He just going to take his hands off the wheels. That's what he's supposed to do. Let's listen to some more of this.
I just hired a lawyer.
So, just, and that's not funny to you?
Why would it be funny to me?
So, you're saying that you're not supposed to battle on RBE? The contract says no RBE?
No, the contract doesn't say none of that.
Oh, but you're talking about
a verbal agreement.
Verbal, okay.
You know
no RBE.
like verbal.
Hold on, slow down, don't panic. I don't want to get at you.
I don't panic.
Okay.
I'll make sure you don't.
You panicking.
No, I'm not. Because you don't want me to tell you the truth.
No. Tell me the truth.
Not to battle, man, relax. Not to battle on RBE and don't battle anybody. And okay, so you played with it like all right, that's Ram. I'm a battle on Chrome, and it's Hitman. He's not on URL. Cool.
So look what Queen Flip just said. And Easy. He said it wasn't in the contract that he can't battle on RBE. This was a verbal contract. Let's look at it. Let's listen to it again. I want to go back a little bit. Listen.
I don't panic.
I'll make sure you don't.
You panic.
The contract says no RBE.
No, the contract doesn't say none of that.
Oh, but you're talking about
a verbal.
Okay.
You know
no RBE.
Like verbal.
Hold on, slow down. Don't panic. I don't want to get.
So right there. So they have two contracts. You have a written contract. Then you have a verbal contract. In other words, they're giving him a contract. Then in the contract that they're giving him, they give him a prep. They give him a prep and break it down to him on some pimping stuff. Like, okay, you signed the contract now. Now since you got the contract signed, see, we got you now. Look, we own you now. Now we got you on the contract. So go and put that up with all the other slaves. Put that up with all the other cattle. Put that up with all the other stock. Put that up with all the other inventory. Okay, so now let's break this down to you, how this really go. Now they want to give them this prep talk. See, now they in they pimping. They on they new day, new age. Every once in a while, this how you play the game. Nothing is too strong to make it go along. New day, new. When you're spreading it out, this is what we came to do. They on they MJG and 8-ball space age pimping. Yeah, that's what they on. These dudes, terrible, man. I'm talking about just pimping these dudes. They on they girls in the club cutting up, shaking that in the club. The word, girls in the club cutting up, shaking that in the club, nigga. What? Girls in the club showing love. Like what? Oh my gosh. Just pimping the brothers. They got 2 contracts. They got a signed contract and a verbal agreement. Because that's binding also. So he signed the contract. Once, look, make all these promises, sign on the dotted line, then we give you the other one since you signed. Hey, so look, this is how this gonna go. No RBE at all, in no type of way. See, they don't want to put that in paperwork, because now you put that in paperwork, now there's something different. So we're starting to finding out more and more about these URL contracts. So it's not the URL contracts that actually got RBE names on the contracts specifically. These are verbal prep talks that they have, verbal agreements that they talk to them and tell them not to do behind the scenes. So they don't have a paper trail of the hating. They have a private Illuminati initiation agreement. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. He gave these brothers Illuminati contracts, signed their life away, and then prepping them on how this go. Like on some straight up pimp stuff. Yeah, y'all out of pocket, man. Shaming them young brothers like that, man. Well, let me take that back. These brothers ain't young. These brothers, oh, that brother almost 40. That man almost 40. He got a teenage daughter. Like, come on, easy. Step it up, bro. But you doing it though. You doing it now. Hey, you did a good thing. You felt you were getting played. You saw what they were doing. You got the hell up out of there like you supposed to. But I see what they doing. They on that pimp stuff. Playing niggas. And then when you see actually what else they doing, look what else they doing. You know what? Ah, my gosh. I got to get this paperwork. But yeah, that's terrible, man. So we definitely see what's going on, man. So they don't have RBE, King of the Dot and them on the inside the paperwork telling the battle rappers signing a contract with them in it. This is something that's done behind the scenes that they prep them into agreeing with and holding them accountable to that as a result of what was said in private behind the scenes when they signed the contract, giving them their devotion, loyalty, and commitment. Wow, that says a lot. That's very telling. You wanted to make sure they got that clear. They wanted to make sure they got that clear and that they understand that totally and fully. But they wasn't expecting for Remy Ma to come on the scene, to be so impactful, to bring such a presence and having a influence within the celebrity limelight that they desire to have. Because now things finna start changing now. We see that clear. We see that real clear. We're going to talk about this too. But I want y'all to peep that game right there. That them brothers got 2 contracts, one verbal, one written. They do that on purpose. So that if any of this ever came out, guess what? I didn't say that. He said that it's his word against his. There's no way to prove it because it's not written in the contract. Sad thing about it, they could use it any way they choose to use it, depending on how they want to use it, since it's verbal. By being verbal, it's also considered to be legally binding. So they have the option by which how they want to do it. If it's a way where it look bad for them, then they can deny it. If it's a way that it's used that it could benefit for them, then they uphold it. So the cards is always in their hand. You see how they play? The cards is always in their hand. They on some pimping stuff. They already know when they trying to persuade you to sign, they holding something back. After you sign, now they want to show you what's going on since we got you signed now. So since you signed now, so in their mind, in their mind, they don't believe in contracting bogus. Them brothers don't really know much. These are regular street guys, right? Them dudes want a record contract, but they looking at battle rap entirely different. They looking at this like, well, that's just battle rap, man. I don't need no lawyer to look over this paperwork. Man, look, okay, I'll sign for that. Because that's how they paint it. Man, it's just battle rap. We're just going to build up y'all profile. We're going to let y'all bow. See, in order to get them to think little of themselves, they paint the picture little. They paint it little and big. Well, you know, we just going to try to build you up, help you out. You know, right now, you ain't really popping. People really ain't into you right now. So we're going to have to put a lot into you. So therefore, they say that to you so you can't ask for certain monies that they want to impute in your head you not worthy or worth or qualified to get at this point. So before you can get to that, we got to rape you first. So we going to rape you first, okay? So when you're doing good, you didn't do too well. When you think the numbers big, they really ain't that big. Because they in front of the computer. They can play with the numbers any way that they want. They can throw anything out there they want. They also controlling media. All they got to do is give Jay Black the word. Whatever Jay Black say, then they going to believe that. So they got the media. They got the number controlled by that. So with that being said, they already know how they going to use it. We're going to hit you with the paperwork. Then once you signed on the paperwork, now we can hit you with the verbal. So you understand? You agree with that? Yeah, I agree. Shake hands on it. Okay. So we good. You all set to go. We going to get such and such to inform you on what's going on. We're going to let you know who you battling on the up and coming cards we going to do. So welcome to the family, you know. So they get to use it any way that they want. See how that work? It's called pimping, okay? It's called pimping. And you know how they look at them guys? Excuse me. What's your name? Sign this contract. Excuse me. What's your name? Y'all some hoes. Sign this contract. Pimping. It is what it is. New day, new age, every once in a while.